This is the love story of Cathy and JM, the couple we celebrate today, on their most important day, their wedding. Let's rewind to the year 1997 on October 12th. A girl named Cathy was born. She came into a world full of love with her mother Maddie and father Manny. Her little sister Alyssa came 5 years later, completing this happy family of 4. Together, they'd go on many memorable adventures. Growing up, Cathy found herself very lucky to be close to her many relatives. Always with her uncles, aunts and cousins, she was surrounded by a whirlwind of laughter, chatter and love. Family gatherings were stable in her life, painting her childhood with the most vibrant celebrations and colorful memories. As Cathy grew up, she blossomed beautifully, embracing her true self, her dreams, and her heart. During her sophomore year, she poured herself into her studies, never realizing that fate was already writing a chapter of her love story, and in the hallways of youth, that she met a very special someone. A simple meeting, yet the beginning of something extraordinary. Oops, but let's skip that love story part. We'll come back to it later. For now, let's move forward to her college days. In college, Cathy continued to grow, not just in knowledge but in confidence, in character, and in the woman she was becoming. College opened a new world for Cathy. A chapter of independence, late-night studies, and endless possibilities. It was a time when she learned to balance responsibility with fun, and challenges with determination. And beyond the academics, this was also where Cathy found a lifelong gift, her best of friends. The kind of friends who shared laughter, tears, sleepless nights, and countless memories. Friends who became family, and who remain solid and true until now. Through every challenge and triumph, Cathy's college journey shaped her into the strong, independent woman she is today. Life after college opened yet another chapter. As Cathy stepped into the world of work, she didn't just find growth in her career. She also found another circle of genuine friends, her work besties. Together, they shared everyday stories, stress over deadlines, and victories both big and small. These friendships made every challenge lighter, and every success sweeter. And now, let's set Cathy's story aside for a moment, and move on to the man who would one day capture her heart. JM was born on October 5, 1996, welcomed into the world by his loving mummy Nilda and daddy Manny. As the eldest child, JM carried with him the heart of a Kuya, responsible, caring, and always looked up to by his siblings. His childhood was made even more colorful by the love of his cousins and relatives, who became his playmates, cheerleaders, and lifelong friends. With them, JM learned the value of family bonds and togetherness. Growing up, JM was full of energy and determination. Even at a young age, he knew the value of hard work. Unlike most, JM chose a different path. He decided not to go to college because his passion was already calling him. He wanted to work, to build his own future through dedication and persistence. From being a spotter to stepping up as part of the production crew and now thriving as an assistant technical director, JM proved that hard work, passion, and determination can take you far. And in every step of his journey, JM was never alone. With the guidance of his loving daddy who walked the same path before him, the support of his mentors, and the encouragement of his relatives who believed in his dreams, JM grew into the man he is today. But JM's journey wasn't just about work. Along the way, he also found a brotherhood that made his days brighter. Together with his best friends, they built a bond that went beyond laughter and adventures. They called themselves TNH, a group that stood for trust, loyalty, and friendship that lasts. With TNH, JM created memories that shaped not just who he is as a friend, but as a person. Through good times and challenges, they were always there for each other, solid, unshaken, and true. But beyond work and friendship, JM also had another passion that fueled his soul: music. He loves recording, creating, and writing songs of his own. Music became his outlet, his expression, and a part of his identity. A hard-working man, a true friend, and an artist at heart, this is JM, growing into the person destined to one day share a love story that's been waiting to unfold. And now, let's go back to their love story. July 10, 2011. On this day, Cathy and JM officially began their journey as a couple, two young hearts stepping into love with excitement and innocence. The early years were filled with sweet memories, simple dates, laughter, and the joy of just being together. Like most young love stories, there were challenges too, but Cathy and JM always chose to hold on. As they grew older, life became busier. Cathy was in college, JM was focused on work, but no distance, no schedule, and no challenge could weaken their bond. Instead, it only made their relationship stronger. Through the years, they built countless memories, travels, family moments, celebrations, and milestones. Each chapter taught them patience, understanding, and the true meaning of partnership. As they stepped into adulthood, their love matured. They faced life's realities together, planning for the future, supporting each other's dreams, and proving that their story was not just about love, but also about friendship and teamwork. And then came the moment that changed everything. On January 7, 2024, JM got down on one knee and asked Cathy the question every girl dreams of hearing: "Will you marry me?" Cathy thought it was just another ordinary outing with their barcada, a trip they had done so many times before. Surprised, overwhelmed, and full of joy, Cathy realized this was no ordinary outing. This was the day she said yes to forever with JM. What started as a simple barcada trip turned into the most unforgettable chapter of their love story, one that marked the beginning of their journey to marriage. From young love to this very moment, Cathy and JM's journey has always been about faith, growth, and destiny. And today, we witness not just a wedding, but the beautiful beginning of their forever.